How to talk about sex to our kids. I think this is one of the most challenging thing for parents to actually talk about sexuality. But this is very important because when parents don't explain about sexuality the right way, in a way that serves them and the parent, they will get information from the wrong sources, and normally it's from porn and their friends and and with a lot of guilt and shame normally. And this is where actually many guys especially are getting addicted to porn, masturbation and sex because they attach a lot of guilt and shame and rush about sexuality, where actually it can be something that they can enjoy in a conscious, celebrated way with their partner, okay, when they're married instead. Okay, so this is why myself growing up, I was addicted to porn and whatnot, and I know this is coming from not getting the right education when I was a kid. Okay, and this is the reason why I've been helping many men overcome their PE and also relationship issue, because there's a lot of miscommunication that happen around sexuality when we don't get the right education early age. Okay, and this is why for all the parents out there, you gotta make sure, even though it's hard, to own about this topic and give them the right explanation about sexuality. And the right way is actually to never attach any guilt and shame around sexuality, but to look at it as a positive thing and as something that can be celebrated when they get married. Okay, and unfortunately many parents, because our programming, because our parents, our great grandparents, it's been 4 generations, sexuality is something that people are not supposed to talk about, and people cannot explain what they want, what they like, what they dislike about their sexuality, and it creates a lot of miscommunication. Okay, if you cannot explain about something in a simple English, then it will create miscommunication, as simple as that. If you can just explain about your body parts, whether it's your head, your feet, right, in a way that needs to be explained, then there's no problem. And the problem about sexuality, about penis and vagina, they are so special, you're not allowed to talk about it, and there's a lot of guilt and shame and taboo. This creates a lot of miscommunication. This is creating a lot of miscommunication between husband and wife, especially because what happened, they cannot explain how they like it, how they want it, what they like, what they dislike. And many couples as well, they don't have consent about what they want from their partner, and asking permission before they want something and do something to their partner. And so as simple as that. And this miscommunication, I can tell you, can end up in a nasty divorce if you don't talk about these simple things. Okay, so coming back again, as parents, it's our responsibility to talk to our kids about sexuality and explain in a way that serves them without guilt and shame, right? If you tell your kids that, hey, of course you can have a girlfriend or boyfriend, but no sex before marriage, you can explain it that way, right? I mean, there are other ways to enjoy sexuality without penetration and you can explain them in a way that they fully understand. You don't want to end up your kids at 15 years old pregnant or getting someone else's pregnant, right? So I know this is hard for many parents to actually talk about this topic, and it's very challenging because I know many parents, they have a lot of guilt and shame themselves, and I know that it is causing a lot of actually relationship issue even between husband and wife. But it has to change. How our parents and our great grandparents raise our parents doesn't have to be the same way how we raise our kids. Okay, we can improve it. Back then, our great grandparents, they didn't have all the information that we have today, but we now do. We have books, Audible, YouTube, to learn from other people what's the better way of parenting and whatnot, and we need to improve. Okay, because I can tell you, when your kids learn themselves from the wrong source, they're gonna end up with a lot of guilt and shame, and sometimes they enjoy sex in a way that don't serve them or serve their partner, because sex is something that should be celebrated in a win and enjoyed in a win-win way. Okay, with the consent from the partner. So as simple as that. Get used to explaining all the body parts, whether it's your hand, penis, vaginas, they all are special, right? And there's nothing to yeah, there's nothing to hide. There's no need to attach and guilt and shame. So yeah, that's all. Stay positive about sexuality. That's my message for all the parents out there. Okay, I hope it's something useful for you. And yeah, by the way, if you are having, by the way, relationship issue because miscommunication inside the bed, and maybe it's consent between partners, and you want to improve your relationship with your partner and your marriage, you can join my coaching program. Check the website rickydarmon.com or indoorfitnessfamily.com. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and until next time.